Hello, my dear friends. As you know, today I am going to speak on the incident which has occurred here in Kanpur Dehat, Madauli village, Chahela Mazra of Ramabai Nagar, Kanpur Dehat, Uttar Pradesh. Dear friends, it is very pathetic to note that the district administration of Ramabai Nagar, Kanpur Dehat hasn't taken any proper action for maintaining law and order situation. And that poor chap who was farmer and living nearby his um, fields, agricultural fields, with his wife, daughter, sons, and other relatives. He has been harassed in such a manner that his wife and daughter were burnt alive in huts in which that person was living happily nearby his agricultural field. Dear friends, fruits ladden the trees bends down their heads. This proverb is applicable very much to the district administration and the governments of Uttar Pradesh. I can say if the district administration would have taken proper precaution to demolish hut in which these poor people they were residing, so that incident would have been prevented. Because of lackness, because of proper procedure, because of lack of proper procedure taken by the DM of Ramabai Nagar, Kanpur Dehat, Uttar Pradesh, this incident has occurred. We should always think that we are living in civilized society. There is no way to harass the people, especially in the rural background areas or rural areas where the innocent people they are living, they are safeguarding the nature where they live, they plant the trees, they live nearby the trees, they worship the trees, people trees, burger trees, all fruit, the trees which they give their fruits, which they give their woods, firewoods, the furniture wood, they protect them and they worship trees and plants like family members, like the god and goddess. We have to know the rich culture and heritage of our India, where people they believe in peace and tranquility. We should, if we cannot provide the prosperity and good education to them, at least we can safeguard them. We can respect their feelings. This poor chap who was residing in the huts in Madauli village, he went to the DM for giving application to protect the huts, protect the house where he was living. That land belongs to the Gram Sabha of Madauli. So somebody has given an application that he has done encroachment. So the Prasasan, the administration, district administration would have taken into consideration of that application and should inquire the matter personally, and then they should have taken the permission from honorable court apart from having the power to take action under the Uttar Pradesh Rajas Adhiniyam 2006, that SDM, Tehsildar, they are empowered under Section 67. If anybody is having the encroachment of Gram Sabha land, that he can, and that SDM and Tehsildar, they are empowered under this act, they can demolish. Yes, you are given the power to act on gundas and criminals, not for the innocent people, not for the innocent people who are living in the rural areas. They are lacking all the facilities which are given to the city areas, like water facilities, like proper housing, proper cleanliness, and proper education. They lack with that. And anyhow, they are making their houses on Gram Sabha land. If they are from their own village, or the village pradhan is there to look into this matter, how much land he is having and since how long they are residing. It is the duties of SDM, DM, and Lekpal Kanungo to allot them as a residential plot. If the land is above than that, if they have the less land, that can be allotted to them for their livelihood. This power has been given to the DM, SDM, Lekpal, Kanungo, or we can say district administration. They should have um, very sympathetic action, humanitarian ground they should consider, and they should know the position of the people of India. They are living in very, very poor condition. If we see the economical status, educational status of the Indian people, they are lagging behind around 1,000 years than the Western countries. I have been given the chance to visit Ireland, that is European countries, European, one of the European countries, European Union countries. There are the 26 European Union countries where the euro is, most of the countries, they are using euro as a currency. If 1 euro is costing 80 Indian rupees, see how the um, good their economy is. And I have visited so many places of Ireland where the people, they talk about the prosperity, they talk about the education, they talk about the peace and tranquility. There are very few incidents you will find that these criminals are moving around free. Here I can see the bureaucrats, how they behave with the people of India. It is really thinkable how the DM is behaving, how the SDM is behaving, how the Kanun, how the police personnel, they are behaving with the masses, with the people of Indian territory. And especially I talk about the Uttar Pradesh, where the Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Sri Yogi Adityanath, clear cut his instruction is not to disturb the poor and rural people of his state. And these poor people, they are living in the rural areas, how they are managing their life. It is very tough life. They live on the economy of the that is cattle production, the milk production. They keep their goats for livelihood. They keep their goats, they keep their animals like cows, buffaloes, and they sell, and then their economy is based on that. And some uh, places of Kanpur, Dehat, Uttar Pradesh, I talk about them. They are protecting their agricultural field day and night, even though they become sick and they lose their sometime lives also because of these all dangerous insects like cobras, like and that bacteria and viruses. By protecting their agricultural fields, they become sick and they lose their life in hospital. Even though if they don't lose their lives, they spend a lot of money for their health protection. So I request to the government of Uttar Pradesh, be humble, be courteous to the rural people of the Uttar Pradesh because they live in very, very moribund condition. They are living in very, very pathetic condition. I again say fruits, ladden the trees burns down their heads. If SDM, DM, and all bureaucrats they have been given the power and under the constitution, it doesn't mean that they will divide the people and rule the state. They will, uh, they should follow the rules of the constitution on humanitarian ground. Pathetic situation they should deal very nicely. What was the situation they were living? Uh, this this person who is from Madauli village, he was living nearby his agricultural field with his family members, and he approached the DM hasn't listened his voice, and they have taken this whole action against him. And poor chap, he lost his wife and daughter. They burned inside the grass house, which was made by great effort of that person, where he should have taken his family and his coats, where he should have taken. That is very pathetic situation, very alarming, heart-touching situation he was facing, and no one has listened his wife. Wise, even though the MLA concerned of that area, Mrs. Dr. Pratibha Shukla has approached to the DM and she has told the situation, real situation, and the person, or the relatives of that person, he has explained the proper situation to the DM, SDM. They haven't bothered to look into the matter, how that situation they deal, that is very pathetic. They don't have the right, this DM, SDM, they don't have the right to live on such post. They all should be brought into the court and they should be dealt strictly according to the law of the constitution. uh, I humbly request to the government of Uttar Pradesh as well as the High Court of Uttar Pradesh, they can take the sumoto and take appropriate action against those persons who are responsible for this all um, this incident which has occurred in Madauli village, Ramabai Nagar, Kanpur, Dehat. None of the um, responsible person who is responsible for this incident should be left without the imprisonment and without the proper punishment. No one can be spared. No one can play the public of India. No one is above the public, and no one above the Constitution of India. No one is above the people of India. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Let's follow the rules of the Constitution. Yes, he might have encroached that Gram Sabha land. There are the way how to how to protect the Gram Sabha land that has been given into the act which is passed and assented by the governor of then state of Uttar Pradesh, that is Uttar Pradesh Adhiniyam 2000, Adhiniyam Uttar Pradesh 2006. My dear friends, as an advocate, I speak. There are the justice. There are Honorable Chief Justice of High Court, Prayagraj. There are the judges are appointed into the district level. They should be given such a responsibility. If they issue the direction to demolish somebody's house, then with the proper order, proper procedure, by adopting proper procedure and proper things, that demolition of any property, especially in the rural areas, should be done. Not only the SDM, DM is entitled to demolish. These judges, civil judges, they should take the cognizance, honorable judges of the district court, they can take uh, sumoto and they can protect the land, Gram Sabha land, by the encroachment if it is beyond the limit, or if it is for the criminal purpose, if it is used, but not for the farming purpose, for residing purpose of the local resident. They can be allotted the land for the residing purpose, for the livelihood purpose. I agree that Gram Sabha land is to be protected for various schemes are launched by the government of Uttar Pradesh. I agree. But humanitarian ground, compassionate ground is to be considered by the honorable judges of the district administration. And these, if like these incidents are occurring every day, and I quote the 67 section um, of Uttar Pradesh Rajaswa Adhiyam 2006, this power can be taken out from DM, SDM, and their power can be limited by the judges of the district. They should, government of Uttar Pradesh, they should pass the proper order until and unless the case is filed against the defaulter, against the encroachment done by those persons illegally, they should be brought into the court and the proper proceeding is done inside the court, and the judges can, the honorable judges of the district court, high court, they can issue the order to demolish somebody's property. Then only it can be demolished. There are the rules of the nature, the rules of the land, the rules which are framed into the Constitution of India should be maintained at all level. Thank you very much. I am Dr. Santoshilal Kamal, advocate, is speaking. Whatever is to be done, that should be done within the legal proceeding. There are the advocates, there are the honorable judges, honorable advocates are there who are the responsible for the legal advice and legal action, legal proceeding is to be done inside the civil courts or the criminal courts, whatever the reason may be, whatever the ground may be, that proper order is to be passed by the civil court, and then only the demolition against the encroachers can be taken into the rural area also. But we should consider pathetic situation of rural background people, how the people they are leading their lives, they should, that should be taken into consideration. Thank you one and all. I am Dr. Santoshilal Kamal, advocate. is speaking to you all. Thank you once again.